Bucks shot 42% the other day. As Holiday gets to the paint, Bobby Portis from the corner hits it.
Pressure or contest on him, but the interesting matchup here when you look at the Bucks in their front court.
And they went with the jumbo look up front for Milwaukee.
We've seen that before, and that's the optionality
Trey Young.
that Giannis brings. When you have a 7-footer, you can put in a variety of spots on the floor.
Allen with the touch. Hawks 2 of 5 now. Bucks 2 for 3. Bobby Portis rims out. Second chance, Allen for 3. That is good for Grayson Allen. Bucks second chance points 25-4 against Atlanta as Hunter gets a look and scores.
Floor ability to score, to facilitate.
Shot ball now.
And I think that was something that was a long time coming. It'll be good to see how it's impacting this season.
Play. Aaron Holiday with his 4th team now. Lopez rimmed out, rebound Holiday, Drew popped out, but the tip good.
Against the Bucks in terms of turning them over, points off turnovers.
Trey.
With Phoenix, came over to Brooklyn last season in the early part of the season. That was an error from deep, and that's how he's carried it over here so far into the preseason.
Frank Kaminsky, to your point, Sarah, after the All-Star break last year, when he was acquired by Milwaukee as Mamukelashvili, head coach for the Bucks. Mike Budenholzer battling a leg injury, so he has been seated for most of these games. Assist and 2 rebounds shy of a triple-double, but Murray sitting this one out. Young, the runner's good off his back leg.
And it's an important part for the back end of the roster as well.
On cue, first quarter.
To show exactly what he can do,
Yep.
and that is his game. Lights it up from the 3-point line.
Jordan Nwora tied up at 20. Young to fake the drive, lefty release, good.
Touched on it last game and a little bit earlier, but they're trying to stay more attached to 3-point shooters. Holzer was trying to do on the defensive side, protecting the paint, something you watch from this team, from this defense with the postseason in mind.
Holiday runner's good, you know. Tyrese Martin, rookie out of Connecticut. The scoop is good.
The fans can engage with so many of these personalities, so that's a fun opportunity, not only to watch these personalities and understand just how important the game is around the world.
A.J. Griffin hits the 3. 2 now in the Middle East. Go way back. Teams that play franchises like Maccabi Tel Aviv. Re-entry. Portis spinning back, fades away, and hits.
And they bring him back, re-signing Portis for 4 years.
Go back to Chicago. I think for many, you remember it elevates everybody's games.
Absolutely, and add Drew Holiday in that mix in these early preseason games, but has gotten some good minutes, some good run.
Capella, a lot of disrepair in his young life. What an opportunity now. Lopez for Connaughton. Hits the 3. And Jarrett Culver. Collins. Connaughton goes down. Collins with the finish. Trey Young pulls up. 3-pointer is good for Trey.
Looked excellent on the floor with this Hawks group. So much for this group in how he can create. Millen also on the Bucks side, he was a lottery pick, you know, back with Minnesota in 2019. A player, if there's aspects of the offensive side that you can't help.
5 for Atlanta. Young for Hunter, a catch and shoot 3, nails it to beat the.
Dealt with some injuries and things of that nature, but last year shot nearly 38% from 3.
Nice answer.
They want to get to the points they want to be at. He's a huge part of that.
Those 5 points for the game. Holiday weaving inside, scores. And they're really excited about the impact he might have. Trey Young from.
Along with that, and he looked really good. We talked a lot about that type of scoring, facilitating. It looked great early on.
Before without Murray, spins the 3, hits another one.
And last year from 3 with the type of shots he's taking. With the
and perhaps most important,
turnovers. We saw that again against the Bucks the other game. They took care of the ball really well.
Trey.
Zone, we have seen this before.
Bobby Portis, foot on the line, long 2.
Will be felt and will be needed.
Aaron Holiday over Portis, hits the 3. Tiny and Trey as Hunter scores from the foul line.
defense, and it did get better. The offense is still top. It finished top.
For Atlanta in mid-January that really turned things around. You understand
a lot of what it's about, and especially when we just have new groups or new players are getting used to one another, young players.
Carter sets up Wara. Leaner's good for Jordan.
For this Milwaukee team that in his third year, he's got an ability to score.
Oh, Hunt. Jab step, drives the runner. It's good. Connaughton sets the feet. Three. Got it. To beat the
defensive unit for a team that's not necessarily their strength.
Connaughton finds Portis in some. I think with some of the other guys you mentioned, they'd be a little bit better. Now, they were better as the year went on.
But teams, it's no secret, they try to target Trey Young. And so if
officials for 2 games. Keep the same trio. Work it around. Open three. Got it. Ace.
We have Poku's weight.
Oh. Is it
these coaching staff? Some of these guys.
Work it around now. Griffin fakes, drives, skies, and finishes it. Rookie, mid-first round, showing a little more to his game. Wara, runners good for Jordan. Traded 3 times this summer.
That will be another factor, and obviously Griffin coming in, the rookie, the 19-year.
An assistant with Toronto, 10-year NBA veteran. Oh, just 21 years old. Guarding Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Goes baseline, up fake, and score. Now he's got the best backcourt.
He's on the floor with Murray.
Final minute of the third. Okongwu finishing through Kelishvili. Kelishvili's played 11 minutes. And now it's on as well. And more of this now in the NBA, which began during the pandemic season in 2020. Well, steal for Atlanta. Etienne winds it in. You might catch them later in the season when back-to-back, and at Washington back-to-back, when teams might be out of it in the regular. Here's Wigginton turning the corner, and a goaltend. It was on the glass.
Out here in the second half.
Been to the NCAA tournament. Not bad. Antetokounmpo.
After spending his first 8 years.
Left knee. And if the Bucks have shown any of these guys coming back this year.
Yeah, as with all things.
And a lot of other contenders in an Eastern.
Been talking about quite a bit this summer, the stacked Eastern to play.
You are so measured and deferential because the one team we haven't mentioned yet.
Oh, we're together, whether through injury, availability, you name it, COVID has come into play. Added to them with the Donovan Mitchell trade, yes, but also
upgraded, rounding out. It's going to be a fascinating year in the Eastern Conference.
Toronto always tough. You said Miami.
There's Wigginton again.
The Hawks, Trey Young, the first half of this one, and everyone getting in on the action.
Missed 3 by Martin. Cleanup for over 3 seasons. Chris Silva of Central Africa. Really in a
Giannis. Appreciate the playfulness.
Backdoor Brooks with
his career, more to come, but no question that you're looking at who you're playing against and in the different lineups that have been in for both of these teams. Preseason action, but that matters. These minutes matter. They matter to Wigginton, to others. Giannis with a smile.
I think about where
a week in the Middle East, and to think about the amount of young kids at reach, the coaches at reach, how that helps to continue to grow the game, teach the game. That's an important aspect. Around the world is something that just continues to grow the play, the performance, and also the character.
He's still smiling.
Good way to finish things off.
Final 6 seconds. AJ Green hits another 3 for the Bucks, but the Hawks